The left's hateful rhetoric continues. Latest example, Johnny Depp. He joked about assassinating President Trump while at an event in Britain. Now, here's what President Trump said in response just about an hour ago. Here it is, the tweet. A statement in response to those comments. Here we go. Oh, President Trump has condemned violence in all forms, and it's sad that others like Johnny Depp have not followed this lead. I hope that some of Mr. Depp's colleagues will speak out against this type of rhetoric as strongly as they would if his comments were directed to a Democrat elected official. And look who's here. Perfect timing. Ann Coulter, author of the book, In Trump We Trust. Ann, what a pleasure.
Thank you. Good to be here.
I'm appalled at what Johnny Depp said and what the rest of the left has been mongering all these weeks. I think it's a terrible thing.
Yes, and it's particularly terrible. I wrote about that this week, looking at what the audience is. The left-wing audience is prone to violence. The right-wing audience is not. I mean, you can get the occasional freakish aberrational, but it would be like talking about, I mean, there are a few women who rape men every year, but rape is not a problem that, well, both sides are guilty of. It's really both sides. You know, men commit a lot more rape, and left-wingers commit equally a lot more violence. Every politically motivated presidential assassination or assassination attempt was a left-winger.
But they can't hold it in.
No, they cannot.
Cannot hold it in.
But that is why it's particularly irresponsible. I mean, even there's nothing funny about it. I mean, if you say something funny, but violent rhetoric by itself is not so disturbing as rhetoric, any kind of rhetoric, directed at the left-wing audience, because they do look at, by the way, what happened to Black Lives Matter? That was apparently an election thing. That was really big until the election. They must be sitting at home. Why isn't MSNBC returning our calls? Why won't they put us on?
Well,
did they say something? Where did they go? That was such an election thing. Okay, but you have Black Lives Matter, you have MoveOn.org, you have the attacks on the Tea Parties, you have the attacks on supporters of Proposition 8 in the California Anti-Gay Marriage Initiative. You have attacks on Trump supporters. Remember, his Chicago rally was shut down by Bernie supporters. This Bernie supporter who shot at Republicans playing baseball, he was the second Bernie supporter to commit mass murder in the last month.
And we're fed up with it.
In his
America
case.
is fed up with this. If it's a tactic of being contemptuous of the president and hating him, that tactic is not working.
No, I know, but maybe you shouldn't tell them, because I think
you're with President Trump. Keep Nancy Pelosi at the top.
Well,
I've got to get to this. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. You know
let's get to the health care.
Well, let's get to this.
Okay.
It's on the prompter, and I've got to read it.
Okay, fine.
An Alabama high school is apologizing after a teacher's summer reading list caused a big backlash. The list included your book, Guilty Liberal Victims and Their Assault on America, as well as other books from conservative authors. See, I'm trying to bring in your authorship and your books. I'm trying to give you a plug here.
It should have been nothing but my 12 New York Times bestsellers. And if you really want me to speak honestly about other conservatives' books, you probably won't like what I have to say, but if you have something to say and you're writing your own book, but these talk show hosts
from a
who have
list?
ghost-written pieces of crap, well, can't you just sell mugs? Why does it have to be a fake book? Anyway.
Healthcare. Tell me, I know what you've got. Go, say it. Go ahead.
Okay, well, you were just talking before we went on about how you became a capitalist traveling around the world. You're a hippie and a socialist. And
I was not a hippie.
In Hong Kong, and everything's working, and it's capitalism. Okay, apparently the entire Republican caucus needs to go to Hong Kong to remember this little thing, capitalism, because their health care bill is a total disaster.
No,
it is Obamacare
no,
here's the health care bill.
Oh, please.
No, listen to the health care bill.
I've read it.
The correct health care bill should be Obamacare stays for all of the layabouts who want it. Now there will be a one-sentence law saying there shall be a free market in health insurance, because under the Republicans' health care bill, guess who's still paying for transgender operations? Guess who still can't go to Memorial Sloan Kettering? Guess who will still be paying $700 a month for health insurance? No, I don't want gambling addiction therapy. I don't want psychological counseling. I want insurance.
Time's up.
If I have a broken bone or cancer, that is illegal to sell in this country.
I can't believe that the Republican Party will say no to this health care proposal and wreck the president's growth agenda, ruin the Republican Party as the party of
this is
government,
going to ruin Republicans.
and leave us
if
with
this
Obamacare.
Passes, it's going to be, because it's Obamacare light, and now Republicans will get blamed for it. Let it fall.
Colton,
I would rather have nothing on health care than have Republicans take responsibility for something that is just as bad as Obamacare, except all your taxes get cut.
All the way up till the very end. And then, Colton, you totally blew it. You totally
No,
wrong.
one-sentence law, there shall be a free market in health insurance, and it would be just like stepping into Hong Kong.
And it would never pass.
Why? How are they going to? Why? They
You
still
think
have
you'll get
Obamacare.
yes,
I know how to pass stuff. I'm smarter
Never.
than these idiot Republicans. Yes, you would moderates. You would get everybody because you're not getting rid of Obamacare, and all the layabouts can still get their pay for the transgender surgery.
Hard out. Here we go. I knew we'd get to transgender surgeries after Hong Kong.
Yeah, we pay for it, but
Colton?
I can't get cancer treatment.
Time is up. But thanks. It was fun.